It's still very much the case that data quality is important. And the higher quality information, the more precise information that you can give to a large language model with useful context around that information, the better they perform. So if you wanted to review like a contract clause, let's put like a hypothetical where let's say we're doing like a playbook analysis where we have like preferred terms and we have an agreement. And we want to know if this agreement sort of meets the standards required by our organization based on some playbook. Well, the playbook itself is probably not enough context for the large language model to understand if the contract it's evaluating meets those criteria or not. So now you need like an extra set of rules around the playbook to explain like, what does it mean? What are market rate terms? What does that term mean? What does client favorable mean in this circumstance? What is, this set of terms or conditions or better? Like what's considered better? How is favorability determined? The large language model on its own is simply going to draw on sort of having looked at 50 million contracts and sort of making up what it thinks better consists of, and it will give you an answer whether or not it aligns with your expectations. So data quality is still very important if you're sort of building your own application and working, from start with like the API on your own sort of project. But sort of the other way to look at this is to say that there are lots of these companies, these legal tech companies, who are building platforms that can do document ingestion and labeling and do that in a really precise manner and also securely. Like that's the other advantage of going with, a co-counsel or a Harvey, is that they have the data security that's required to do things responsibly. And at that point, it's figuring out whatever the platform needs to properly ingest data. Like maybe it integrates with iManage, so you don't have to do a whole lot of labeling to get like really good quality, like ingested data to use with your large language model product. So at that point, it sort of depends.